I have two questions today, which is I think I want to share with you my view. The first question is why I start talking iYikKam 6.13.3 Os9 and no longer lineage. Okay, so let me tell you why. And I can be honest with you, flat, okay? And people usually don't like to talk about this, but I want to tell you this. The ancient technology is not necessary can be implemented today, okay? Or it is not necessary can be used today, okay? So a lineage means that in the sometime far, long time ago in the ancient, that somebody accomplished something with that technology and that start a lineage. For example, in Zen Buddhism, there's so many different school or lineage, and each of the founder of the lineage using certain techniques or technology, and they attain or accomplish enlightenment. And then they start to teach those type of techniques, and it passed down to us today. Okay, so there are different lineage there. Now, the issue is this technology they are using. Because time change, people change, living conditions change. A lot of technology in the past is no longer usable today. Okay? So say iYikKam is 1840. You can hear all his legend story and everything. But does his teaching or his technology applicable today fully? No, not necessary. Because he is a guy who lived in a different era. Okay? So, even if iYikKam is here today, sit in front of me, like you and me, I tell him the same thing, and he will agree with me. Same with all Zen patriarchs who start their new lineage. So, that is the facts. There is no ultimate in the ancient. None. Zero. Okay? Humans are keeping evolve. Even at the Buddha time, when Buddha teach Buddhism, you see when the Buddhism teaching went to China, they have to revise it and develop a new type of technology. Saying that, however, we must know the science behind that technology, is what we need. For example, Buddhism, the mind seal of the Buddha is what we need, because that is the guts, the souls of the whole the soul of the teaching. While the way how you want to teach, be in a Zen way, esoteric way, whatever way, that's a different thing. That's the technology side. So we need the science. And 6.13.3 Os9, all the science from the ancient fused with today's technology and today's living, today's language and mindset. That's what it is, a product of that. To make it so that everybody be able to pick up soon, very fast. Now people might not believe what I'm saying. Well, let me tell you an example. Just simply plain example, okay? So you say you want to practice the internal art of the Xiulim Ta. The fifth stanza, you have to union in the Dantian, okay? Dantian, the Qi and so forth. Well, do you know that in ancient time, they need to cut off sex 100 days. That's how simple it is. 100 days you don't have sex, and you got the chi and so forth. If 100 days you cannot do it, then another 100 days. Okay? Now, can you do it today? Absolutely no. Why? Because those guys who live in Ermei or some village in Canton or some mountain in Fujian, at that time, they live in a simple life. They go to sleep at 8 o'clock. Okay? They eat vegetarian food a lot. This is China. Okay? And they live in the Buddhist monastery, which is a vegetarian place, vegan place, so forth, so forth. Today, you walk out from to the street, you see sexy lady wearing a bikini and a hot body, and then you turn on the TV, you see whole bunch of kissing, hugging movies, and then you drink Coca-Cola or soft drink, okay, which is with the caffeine, and then or Starbucks coffee, okay, and then you eat meat and so forth. Will you be able to do as what those people do in their village every day? Oh yeah, they wake up, they go to say maybe cut their wood, chop the wood, and then they practice the sets, and then at night they go to sleep. You don't have that simple life you can do, right? Now, however, there's a science behind that. The science behind this 100 days no sex is about what? Conserve energy. It is a charge discharge like your cell phone, right? You need to charge it for a certain period of time. So today, if you really want to charge that, what are you supposed to do? Today, we have to put you in a place where you don't see this much of stuff. So the environment handling. You need to probably eat organic food, vegan organic food. No TV, no movie, no go outside, but living in the forest. You need to make the modification because the society today is changed. And then no soft drink either. Okay? It's not about soft drink is bad or Coke is bad, anything. No, because this is the way how we live. Okay? No? We drink Starbucks, we drink Coca-Cola, Pepsi-Cola, and everything. That's our life today. Okay? So this is to tell you the technology in the past might not applicable today, and we need to know the science, and we adjust it. We design a new technology to fit in today, and we know they don't have that much stimulus. We today have a lot of stimulus and excitement, so we need to take it away. So that's why this is the Os9, and that is the iYikKam, all these things. No one can go back to Red Bull. None, zero. And if you look at past 100 years, who really developed those things? None. Because in their society 100 years ago, you know what? People smoke opium, right? How the heck is people who smoke opium can enter samadhi? You can. How can you develop chi? You can. Because that actually trigger your body in a different way, okay, and your mind, the stability of your mind, and so forth. So, but that's their society. Can you abhor that? Can you say they are bad? You cannot, because they're their society, like us, our society. Everybody talking the Bluetooth every day. Can they get into the awareness mode? Most people might, 100 years later, might not even know that their Bluetooth IP earpiece can turn off. I think probably 100 years later, and you have everything implanted, and you don't even know. Oh yeah, can I turn off this? So society changed, and we need the science. That is the reason why I don't want to talk about lineage, but I talk about the science behind it. Okay, and we need to bring it here today and do something with it. If we want the result, we need to modify it. We need to adjust it. Okay. So, what lineage? Lineage is belong to the past, belong to the museum. You see, all the technology never stop at the past. Okay. So this is the reality we all need to face, be in high tech or in martial art, internal art. You always have to be like that, evolve. The second thing is people question me. How come somebody who have trained so long with me, practiced so long with me, I don't like them teach? I don't endorse them. Well, it's simple. If one never learned the complete system and can handle it, one is not supposed to teach. For example, a lot of people love that 1840 iYikKam Tao sets. And guess what? I make the video, I put it out, released to the public, free. You can go mimic that thing, okay? And the writing, the quit, everything is there. You can go mimic that. But what do you really get if you don't have the kung fu? The most is like an actor acting in the movie. Okay? I release that to the public because I want to preserve it. I don't want it to get lost or vanish. So at least whatever I know, I release it. So everybody can go investigate. And there are a whole bunch of people who is good in martial arts and advanced level. They know what it is, so they be able to pick it up. And again, they know the science behind it, and then they know how to make it alive. But it is never been like just a learning asset from me, and then you'll be able to teach. Look around in the YouTube. How many people have those sets? How is their body behave, functions? Did they even know about the torque handling? They don't. So disregard, you can play a lifetime of that thing or any sets. But if you do not understand that, or do not experience that, and you do not accomplish that, what are you going to teach? Okay, thing is not up for interpretations. That's why I said 613.3 is the science. Anybody who don't understand 613.3 must not touch teaching the iYikKam Tao sets, because they don't know. If they don't even enter the door yet, how can they teach? They might know here partial, that partial, that partial. And I'm not going to endorse people like that to teach. It's not about money. It's about, are we doing the right thing or not? Okay? But if people diligently train that, attain that, they don't have to be my student. Right? It is the attainment, accomplishment which matter. People don't even have to talk to me about 613.3. As soon as they have the equivalent insight and the development. That's what it is. Who cares about 613.3? Okay? And 20 years later, when I die, or 30 years later, when I die, people might evolve it to a different, better thing. Obsolete the 613.3.